Welcome back, guys, to the Rue Speaks podcast. It has been a little bit, but your girl is back, okay? And you're probably like, what have you been up to? Honestly, what haven't I been up to? Specifically, my Olympics just ended. And when I say the Olympics, I mean Love Island, okay? I was tapped in for all 6 weeks of Love Island USA, okay? The last time I was that far in was, I think, season 2, where there was Justine, Caleb, and Sally. But yeah, I have been watching. I watched every single episode, and now I'm like, what do I do with my life? And you're probably like, all right, Jakara, you can watch the Olympics. Yes, but is it going to give me the joy that Love Island gave me? Probably not. Love Island USA was a time when we all came together. Okay, we were watching shows multiple times a week. There were tweets, it was trending, and we were just a community. That was a time when I really felt so proud. Probably the only time I felt proud to be an American. Okay. So yeah, Love Island is over. I was obsessed. I've been watching all of the interviews. I'm just honestly really curious to kind of see what they do, because I had been tracking them since, the show started. I did like individual profiles, and I saw them grow their following from like 2000 to like now, like Leah's at 1 million, Janae's at 1 million. I believe Serena is at 1 million, and Kendall and Nicole are done. Pretty sure. Like, it just seems like he gives her the ick, but I'll watch the VL files to see, although I feel like he's not going to be a good interviewer. But yeah, I have a lot going on. I am becoming an aunt again. My sister, well, the baby's probably here. She got a C-section this morning. It was supposed to be around 7:30, and if my calculations are correct, as a woman who has never had a baby, I think C-sections are pretty fast, pretty quick. So my niece is probably here, which is so exciting, because the last time I think about when my sister was in labor, I was literally on my way to a dick appointment. Yes, I think it had been raining. Don't quote me on that, but either way, I was on my way to a dick appointment. And this time, when my sister was being induced, I was in Santa Barbara. I was in Santa Barbara. It was a great time. I don't know what it is, but I think ever since I kind of decided that I was going to start kind of dating again, it just feels like men have been throwing themselves at me. And that also happened in Santa Barbara. Now, is it the men that I want? No, they are not. But that's neither here nor there. I went to Santa Barbara for like a quick little day trip. Outside of LA, I think it only took like an hour and 40 minutes to get there. And y'all, I loved it. Okay, the weather was great. The only thing I didn't like is that it was a man-made beach. But I needed an outfit, so I was like, I want to find a very cute sundress, because I don't even know if I can go on the water. Something I can put over my bathing suit that looks cute. So I got like this $20 dress at Walmart, and I have never received so many compliments like on a last minute dress decision, casual dress decision, as I did. Okay, women coming up to me telling me that they loved my dress, and I was like, honestly, that is just so great, because if you know me, you know that I'm on a mission to change up my style. Yes, I am on a mission, because it is time, okay? I turned 32 in November. It is time to switch up my style. Honestly, like, if I had Zendaya's body, would love to do her style, but I don't know. I've kind of just been down a rabbit hole. Like, I've been watching Kimura Life in the Fabline, which, if you haven't watched Kimura's Life in the Fabline, what are you doing? That show is literally like, Kimura is the fashion icon. I mean, she started baby fat, and just to kind of see the fashion that was in back then, I just really wish that I had been of age, and by I mean of age, have had the money to really be able to have afforded all of the baby fat stuff, because I just think that I would have been such a style icon. um but yeah, my style lately, just you girls gotta work on it. So what else has been going on? Well, I told you about the men. But let me tell you about like a weird experience that I had. I was at well, first I went to the mall and then this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey." And I was like, "Hey." And he's like, "I just want to tell you you're really pretty and I like your vibe." And I was like, "Thank you. That is so sweet. Do you have a boyfriend?" And I was like, "Yes," because I was not interested in him. And then he was like, "Can you buy me a hat?" Because we were outside of a hat store. I said, "Excuse me." He said, because I was like, "Clearly, I heard you wrong." And he's like, "Can you buy me a hat?" I said, "No." What? Can I buy you a hat? Men, is that what you're doing these days? Begging random women that you have no idea who they are to buy you a hat? Like, go drive Uber, go do something, go like provide for yourself because that is like ridiculous. I would never, and not even like in a smooth way, just like, "Can you buy me a hat?" No. And then, as I was leaving the Walmart, a man yelled at me, "Nice tits." Yeah, she still got him. She still got him. But yeah, I don't know. That was gross. But yeah, I don't know. I have a confession. I still haven't seen Deadpool versus Wolverine. I need to go because I know, me being the media personality that I am, how have I not seen Deadpool versus Wolverine? But that is on my list. Um, yeah, I've kind of just like fallen down a show rabbit hole. It kind of felt like after Love Island, I was like, what am I going to do next? Because we were watching Love Island's like 5 days out of the week. It was like a full time hourly job, clocking in every day at 6 p.m. into Peacock to watch it. And then once it was over, I was like, okay, well, I need a new show. And I was so used to like having an episode like those few days. I think you only had Wednesday and Saturday off. Every other day was Love Island. Wasn't watching the after show, I will admit. I did not get into the after show, but every day I was clocking into Love Island. So after that, I was like, what am I going to do with my life? Oh gosh. Anyways, it just felt like I was in a show hole, if you will. So I binged Sweet Home season 3. If you like sci-fi, that is the show for you. For me, it was literally like a 7 out of 10. I hated the ending. And then there's like this new show on Hulu about the playground. I play something, playhouse, something. It's like where people go in LA to like take dance classes and they record themselves and then they put it on social media. I've seen a lot of this. I feel like there are a lot of classes in LA that do this, but there's like Playhouse that is like one of the main ones. And so I've kind of been watching that show. I went down, like I said, like a show hole. And it's pretty good. There's like a lot of cattiness. There's an F boy, and I think his name is Roman. And I'm like, "Ugh," like he's not not cute, but like everybody wants him. And I think it's just because of proximity. I think it's just because of proximity. But yeah, what else has been happening? Like I said, the Olympics. I was shocked to know that breakdancing was now an official part of the Olympics, but I think that's really cool, breakdancing, to be a part of it, because I feel like breakdancing so much like strategically goes into it. So the fact that it's part of the Olympics is so great. Yeah, again, just been following all of Love Island, PPG. I have thoughts on a lot of them. I like that they're sticking together, but we got to see. We got to see how it pans out. But I think really because of like TikTok, and the fact that I don't know that it's on Peacock, I think that it's just been this huge phenomenon, and I'm just honestly really excited. I feel like I'm talking like a Kardashian today. I don't know. I'm just like trying to. I'm just trying to talk today. I'm trying to function. Um, Before I let you guys go, I did mention the Kardashians. And one thing that I kind of fell down a rabbit hole is Gypsy Rose. And you're like, Gypsy Rose, Kim Kardashian, how does that go together? I know. But unless you have been following the Gypsy Rose saga, and I mean her new reality TV show that recently just concluded, you'd be like, what is the correlation? Well, Kim Kardashian was talking about how she just wanted to go home and watch Gypsy, and she eventually met Gypsy Rose, and she thought that Gypsy Rose wanted to do prison reform, but honestly, I nobody knows what Gypsy wants. Um, if you have not been watching the Lifetime show, that show is wild. She got out of jail. She was married. And within 3 months, she is with her ex boyfriend, Ken, and already pregnant. And it's not even just that. There's like her stepmom who's encouraging her to be with Ken. There's just like the dynamics. And it's just like, honestly, Gypsy is just operating like a 17-year-old, but she's like married. And she's like, you know what? I love Ken. My stepmom is like, go be with Ken. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go be with Ken. And then literally, like, there is within like a few minutes, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. So that has been everywhere. That has been insane. And honestly, I wasn't going to watch the show at first, and then I watched it. Ryan is a trip. I feel like though he didn't deserve what happened with Gypsy. Is he a bit controlling? Yes. But I just feel like every time somebody comes out of jail and you start dating him, it's always like this whole new transition, and he just didn't know how to handle it. So yeah, let me know, guys. What are you guys watching? What are you excited about? This podcast is back, and it's going to be back in an even bigger way. I'm doing it just like Love Island style, only we are on Wednesdays, off on weekends. A daily podcast Monday through Friday where I talk to you about all things pop culture, things that are happening in my life, and just give you kind of a quick, short little rundown. Will the episodes be longer? Probably, but today I literally had a small amount of time before I had to go and get ready for my work day. But yes, welcome back. Monday through Friday, Ruth Speaks. I am so excited. Bear with me with the setup if you're watching this on video. But yeah, your girl is back. I'm excited, and it's gonna be great. So definitely subscribe on wherever you listen to your podcast. There's a video version on my YouTube, and if you're not already, definitely follow me on TikTok and Instagram, because that's where I do kind of like my deep dives, and you can kind of see more of my life outside of an audio version. All right, guys. So have an amazing day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.